The festival has landed into the explosion of colour that is Guanajuato City, and though we will miss the Scottish Highlands and all of its exploratory availabilities, the brand new Mexican landscape is waiting for our arrival, containing many events to be discovered. We have been absolutely hammering Forza Horizon 5 over the weekend, and it's finally available for everyone. So, put your seatbelts on, get the camera ready, and join us in our expedition of tips and tricks to improve your visit within the latest Horizon Spectacular. But before we kick things off, if these tips and tricks help you, then why not like the video and subscribe to the Traxion channel for more Forza Horizon content coming your way. Starting out with the best and probably more obvious tip regarding vehicle performance is upgrade your car. There are a ton of possibilities to be had with any and every vehicle and what you could potentially use it for. Want to make a Reliant supervan into a drag race monster? Easy. Chuck a bunch of upgrades on it and watch it reach 200 miles an hour on the main festival drag strip. Fancy trying something different for drift zones? Not a problem. Jump into the BAC Mono, put on a drift tune set, and glide your way to 3 stars. If you're not fond of tinkering with setups, pre-made tunes are readily available and take seconds to apply. On the start menu, go to the Cars tab, select Tune Car, select Setup Manager on the bottom left, and then load Setup. You'll see a load of recommendations with a description of the type of setup at the top left. There's the ability to search through tunes as well, filtering down to find a setup that's perfect for what you need. While we're on the subject of upgrades, it's also a good idea to create a catalogue of class cars for Horizon Open races. These require a class limit with their own specific tyres, so for example, a cross-country race with A-class vehicles. Make sure you have road and dirt specific cars within each range from S2998 to C600, otherwise you'll be stuck with a bog standard Ford Focus in the low 700s. When it comes to drifting, first things first, which car do you choose? A few favourites seem to be the Toyota Supra, the Caterham R500 or any Formula Drift car, but there are a lot of different vehicles out there with the availability to drift. Remember the BAC Mono I mentioned earlier? Yes, this car is really able to 3-star every single drift zone with our drift setup. We've posted the setup code in the description below to try it out for yourself. After you've chosen your drifty car, we'll adjust a few things on the assists, which can be found in Settings and then the Difficulty tab. Turn traction and stability control off and shifting to manual. This will let you chuck your car around the corners, but does require some practice to keep it on the road. With some familiarity and rehearsal, you should be able to control it fairly well through the corners. There is a lot to teach when it comes to drifting, but we'll keep it short and digestible for you. An easy method is to keep the car in a low gear, keep your speed at a manageable pace, and use the e-brake. Try to balance the throttle and pay attention to your steering. Too much throttle and the car will spin or run off-road, whereas too little and it won't slide. If you're struggling to take it through a zone, a good place to practice is at the Los Jardines roundabout. That might have been butchered. Anyway, try to drift around the roundabout while also picking a lane to stay within. Remember, drifting takes a lot of time and practice to perfect. Keep trying, and those 3 stars will naturally land on your lap. Whoever had the bright idea of putting a bonus board onto an electrical pylon deserves a stern talking to. However, I guess it is a fun challenge to take on, so good on you, matey. While attempting to demolish every board and PR stunt is a feat on its own, it's made a lot easier with the rewind feature. Thankfully, the game doesn't punish you for using this, so feel free to use it as much as you'd like to. It's very helpful when attempting a ridiculous challenge like smashing the pylon board, as there is no way anyone can do this on their first attempt. Line up the jump and try to hit it. If unsuccessful, hit the rewind button and adjust your speed and steering if needed until you've succeeded. While we're on the subject of bonus boards, here's a nice quick tip about searching for them all. Every board in the game plays music, so keep an ear out while in free roam. If you do come across a board that isn't in sight, turn the radio off and follow the music. It stops the moment you demolish it. Rewinding can be especially useful for PR stunts too. If the takeoff has been messed up at a danger sign, rewind and adjust the steering. Smacked a tree on the Trailblazer? Rewind. Taken a corner too fast in a speed or drift zone? Rewind. Keep trying until everything has been accomplished, and there isn't a limit to how many you're allowed. As is the case with the previous festival, you can unlock added perks from houses. These should not be discounted as they can be very useful for your journey. One such bonus is given to you for free at the start of the game from Casa Bella, which unlocks the availability of skill songs that provide a double points boost to your skill score. Other houses that have bonuses include La Casa Solarega that unlocks double Forzathon points earnings, Hotel Castillo that unlocks a daily wheel spin for free, and Buena Vistas that unlock the use of fast travel. The latter is incredibly useful, meaning you're able to teleport to any road on the map and has its price reduced depending on how many fast travel boards you've smashed. Break them all, and it's free. One more property with a helpful perk is the Lugar Tranquillo house that unlocks Horizon Promo. This perk involves taking pictures of every different car within the festival that can be used to unlock rewards. Simply open up photo mode, take a picture of a car, and it'll give you a reward. If you come across a car that you've yet to take a picture of, a helpful camera icon on the nameplate shows up and disappears once a photo has been captured. It will become harder to find new cars to capture, but thankfully there is an easy way of getting many different cars in a quick way. Simply jump into a race with a certain car and class, and the field should be varied with different cars. Start the race, immediately enter photo mode, and then take a picture. Then quit after that event and start a new race with a different car. You should be able to fill out that photo album in no time at all. Every vehicle in the game has a car mastery tied to it, which contain different rewards and bonuses. They can unlock free wheel spins, XP unlocks, and also others that help out with gaining skill score. A good place to farm the said feature is to pick an open area that's filled with breakable objects. Any area will do, but we chose the area around the base of the volcano, Descansar Dorado. This place does contain a few large rocks, but does contain a whole heap of cacti, trees and scenery to decimate. Ultimate wreckages, drifts and air are all useful in chaining together a gigantic skill score, but make sure to bank them regularly just in case you hit something. If you have yet to unlock the Accolade named skill champ that requires a skill chain of 1.5 million, this is the best time and place to attempt it. Plain and simple, this tip pretty much speaks for itself. Searching for barns can be tricky and tedious if you're unable to locate it within the purple area, but thankfully the drone mode cam is here to help. This is located in the pause menu. Head over to the Creative Hub tab and then the drone mode button on the bottom right. Using the drone can help locate a barn without climbing over obstacles or becoming stuck in scenery, but it doesn't seem to go very high, annoyingly. Once located, head to the barn and unlock your brand new vehicle. Quick and easy, but if you're struggling to complete all the barn finds, why not check out our video of all the barn find locations? Click or tap in the top right for that video now. The focus for every superstar within this new festival is the Hall of Fame. How do you reach the top? Well, by unlocking accolades, of course. These require specific tasks to complete, such as completing every story mission, unlocking every festival, or even buying every car from the auction house. What you may not have noticed in your journey is that there are a bunch of rewards that can be gained from said accolades. These do pop up in-game when unlocked, but tend to disappear quickly if you're not paying attention. However, you can find out what rewards you've unlocked by going to the start menu, then selecting accolades on the right-hand side. If you have a reward available to be collected, it should show up in the top right of a box and also shows a sheen animation if it's unlockable. You will have to select each individual accolade to unlock these rewards, so if you're from Playground Games and are watching this video, please add a Collect All Rewards button on the accolade screen. It would be really helpful. One other quick tip concerning accolades: if you pin a task and it specifically points to a certain event, it'll add a route to your map, leaving out the tedious task of manually searching for it on the map. A very helpful and quick way of finding where you need to go. For those that have the VIP membership, there are some things available to you that you might not have noticed. First up, the car voucher. This enables you to buy any car on the auto show for free for one time. If there's a specific car you'd love to own, you can use it on that, or you could go for the most expensive item on the market, that being the Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe, available for a small loan of 30 million credits. Using the voucher on this vehicle also unlocks a bunch of accolades related to buying cars, and if you really wanted to, you could sell it on the auction house for quite a lot of credits. Secondly, there are two free houses available for VIP members, those being Lugar Tranquillo and La Casa Soliriga, each containing a perk that we've previously mentioned. One of these houses may have a price tag on them, which can change to free once you've paid a visit. Finally, there is an overwhelming number of things to participate in during your stay at Horizon Mexico, so it's very important to try a lot of things. This is basically just another way of saying have fun, but we really do mean it. You can lose hours of your time blasting through everything, so it's important to try everything at least once. Try messing about with tunes if you haven't tried that out, go for bonus boards on your way to the next race, try out the cross-country races if you haven't already, and jump into Horizon Arcade when you're attempting a danger sign. The list goes on. With a gigantic map comes gigantic opportunities, and the festival is sleepless. Do whatever you want, whenever you want, because this stay is going to be a memorable one. So those were a couple of tips and tricks we've gathered throughout our time in Mexico. Do you have any other tips you want to share with other players? Let us know in the comment section below. If these tips helped you, again, please like and share the video and subscribe to the Traxion channel for more Horizon content and ring the bell to be notified. As always, enjoy Horizon Mexico, keep it pinned, and we'll see you next time.